All right, guys, this is probably going to be one of the craziest and most real time thing I ever do of my memories. And it is going to be a situation where you're going to see stuff play out in real time and to the point where I was able to look it up and find information on it. Now, if you look into Netradyne Corporation is a corporation that puts camera systems on trucks to it's an AI system that monitors where things are and stuff like that, similar to maybe what like the Tesla cars technology has in them for automatic driving and stuff like that. This company, at some point, whether it already happened or not, or happens in the future from a time traveler's perspective, because I time travel against my will, I get kidnapped and put into Black Ops projects. That's how my time travel works. Um, I got really rough memories. I'm gonna just go through them very fast here and just try to make a quick video on what happened to me. Somehow, I don't know how, through very advanced technology that some of it might have had to have come from ETs and stuff like that. I can only imagine. Um, they gave me titanium bones, titanium skull. IDF did, Israeli Defense Force. Um, they put and this is where Netradyne Corporation comes in. I don't know if they're the only people who are involved in it. Right now, the people that use their technology say it's crap, say it's not even good. All their reviews on Google are not positive, but this is in the future. And yeah, I remembered it. What it does is they rip out your left eye. They put like a infrared eye in there, and then your other one's a bionic eye too, so you can see really far and you can see through walls and stuff like that with the infrared. And it'll pull up people's names and who they are and where they're from and their family and their connections and their political affiliations, everything. When I showed you that video, go back and watch it if you haven't already seen it. There's a video on these college students that hacked some Ray-Ban glasses, uh, basically updated it with some AI technology to where they could walk around, it would look at people's faces, and it would find where they live, who they were, their Facebook profiles, all this stuff. This technology is already being used for extremely dangerous things to surveil and monitor people. And when it comes to the drones, when it comes to the literally creating human cyborgs that are killing machines that can open portals and appear out of nowhere and stuff, which is what they turned me into, this is dangerous. This is what I'm here to tell people about. This is what I'm here to warn people about. I'm not here to tell people that lie to people and go along with everything that's going on in what other people are saying and try to be popular. This is really dangerous shit. This really happened to me. My memories are brutal. I remembered having to unalive a little girl sitting on the ground holding up a rose like a flower to me or something like that. And I remember her name. Name was Maria A. Vassegero. Vassejaro. And she hasn't been born yet. This happened in the future. This for me already happened, but I have been in and out of other timelines. I've seen timelines collapse. I don't even claim to understand how this all works, but I have to be public about what I experienced with this because this cannot happen. This cannot fucking happen. It cannot happen in this timeline. It cannot happen. I'm telling people. I saw it, and it was horrors beyond your wildest beliefs. This really happened to me. The pain that I experienced of them turning me into this monster, turning me in this thing where if I don't listen to them, they'll electrocute me and my whole skeleton's made out of titanium. So what do you think that feels like? These Black Ops projects are real. Israel and what they're doing is war crimes. It's genocide. Netanyahu called me his greatest creation. It gives me chills. They would keep me hanging on a wall until they needed me to show up for some sort of thing, some sort of diplomatorial thing, or to go out and kill people. Netradyne, um, this hasn't happened yet, if they somehow catch wind of this video, you better not do this shit. People are going to die. The consequences are dire. There's no pile of money tall enough to compensate you for what you're going to contribute to. I promise you that. Do not collude with Israel. We cannot collude with Israel. I can tell you from what I've experienced, from what I've seen with Planet Angua, with other things, which I think that some of the stuff even occurs on Earth in the future. They don't stop with Gaza. Neither does the United States stop with Greenland, or Canada. This is bad. This is some of the worst memories I've ever had. Some of the worst shit I've ever had to experience. Netradyne Corporation is real. Look it up. Look at what their technology does. Imagine that having in your head, showing you people's names, who they are, where they're from, their affiliations. Imagine that. They already have that technology. Imagine them putting that inside your skull against your will and turning you into a fucking weapon. That's what I am in these programs. I'm a weapon. That's it. I don't get allowed to be a person. I just got these memories back. And I just had to say something. This is real. This really happens or happened. I don't want it to happen again. People need to start taking this shit seriously when it comes to Israel and what they're doing, and Trump colluding with Israel and the money they're sending and the people that they're kidnapping off the streets because they are protesting against Israel. This shit is extremely dangerous. The war crimes that they're committing now, the ones that I've seen that I had to commit, that they forced me to carry out, make those war crimes look like nothing. But then again, it's really bad already. Honestly, it's comparing apples to apples. I don't want to lessen the weight of what is already occurring in Gaza and how terrible it is. It's just when you add even more advanced technology into it, even more creepy, crazy surveillance and tracking people and stuff like that, it gets even worse. That's all I'm trying to say. Is this is bad already. We've already reached a point of no return, but we can still backpedal at this point. It's when we allow these crazy technocrats, these companies that are creating AI systems and social media companies and all that stuff, allowing them to collude with our government is extremely dangerous. What's going on with Elon Musk is extremely dangerous. I'm telling you people this from the perspective of somebody who's literally seen alternate futures, has been to alternate timelines, who has seen what could happen. So with that being said, thanks for watching this. I don't know how much more I can say. I just got these memories back, and I instantly had to hop on here and make a video because it was so messed up, and because I couldn't believe that I Googled this Netradyne and they actually are real. It's future war crimes. I can only imagine either A, their technology has not been developed to this level yet, and Israel has not done this yet. This will happen in the future. Because I'm a time traveler, so my perspective is weird. My time is not linear like your guys' time, okay? It's all over the place. All right? Either that's what's going on, or it's already happened and that Netradyne company is lying about how advanced their technology is and is purposely putting out crappy technology to cover their own asses. It's one or the other. But I had that in my skull. I got goosebumps when I saw their little video on what their company does and what their technology does, because I remembered it and looked it up and instantly it was there. This is Terminator type shit. They literally turned me into a fucking Terminator. I literally had bionic eyes and titanium bones and shit. That might sound wild to people, like I'm just some crazy schizophrenic person. People making shit up. The people who may be new to this, who maybe aren't familiar to the channel, because there might be some people who end up seeing this that are new. But just look into it, man. Time travel's real. There's evidence. The scientists are even saying it's possible now instead of trying to backpedal and say it's impossible. And I've experienced it, and it's bad. Portals are real. Time travel's real. And all this stuff is extremely dangerous, and people need to know about it, because it's like what the governments of the world, the military organizations of the world do not like is we do have people power, and we can shut down wars and make positive things happen and fight for peace. They do not like that. And the system that they're trying to set up where they surveil us and monitor us and can basically just disappear us and stuff, we need due process in the United States. They're getting rid of due process right now. We can't let that happen. All right? They're doing it to what they call they're not even illegal citizens. They're here legally and they're protesting against Israel. That's not illegal. This is what Trump is doing is illegal. If you care about the rule of law, then follow the Constitution. It's as simple as that. And this is dangerous. This technology that we all have tags on us, all these cameras everywhere with their facial recognition technology. I'm telling you, it can pull up so much information on you. It's not just looking at you. Like when you go to Walmart and that those cameras are looking at you and doing their AI facial recognition, they're not just gathering data on you to see if you're shoplifting or not. It goes deeper than that. It's connected to a computer system, an AI system. It already exists. The military has already got their hands and everything, their eyes everywhere, looking at everything. Every camera, you can bet that there's CIA individuals who can look through that camera's eyes if it's connected to the internet, if it's a smart camera. We are entering the point where we're going to open up Pandora's box. And the only way to close that box is just never open it to begin with. And I don't really know what to tell people other than I don't know if we can prevent this, but buckle up. Be aware of Netradyne Corporation. They're going to commit war crimes along with Netanyahu, who has already been convicted on a global court of being a war criminal. He literally avoids certain countries when he flies to the United States because if you have to land there, they would arrest him. I don't know how many people understand that. Like he literally is coming like already like on a global court guilty of war crimes and has to avoid flying over certain countries so he doesn't get arrested. Take a moment to process how insane that is. That's where we're already at, and it only gets worse. Don't gaslight people who are against what Israel's doing. It is not anti-Semitic. Who occupied Trump Tower when Mahoud Khalil got disappeared by ICE agents? Well, he's not disappeared. We know where he's at, but he's getting deported, right? Who are the people who occupied Trump Tower? Jewish people. All right? It was a Jewish group, a Jewish movement. Zionism is not Judaism, and that's coming from the mouths of the people who participate in it. All right? Not just me on my YouTube channel. Who would want war crimes committed in their religion's name? Any religious person would not want that. Any person of spiritual faith would not want that. That is only logical. That being said, I send my love to everybody who believes me. Thank you so much, because we need to stop this shit from happening. I don't think I'm here for no reason. I think I'm here to prevent things from happening. And that doesn't happen by people pretending that the world is just vibrate at a higher frequency and it's a choose your own adventure novel where you can decide what facts you want to be real and what facts you don't want to be real. Like if something makes you uncomfortable, therefore it's not real because I'm going to vibrate at a higher frequency. None of that shit's real. It's all psyop garbage. There is an objective reality that we all share. Yes, there's a truth to manifesting your reality and all that other stuff and quantum attraction, all that stuff. Yeah, but it's more complicated than these live, laugh, love fake gurus fucking make it out to be. It's way, way more complicated than they make it out to be. And there's balance, and humanity cannot just. Everybody's saying we're going to enter this golden age. That's a Nazi dog whistle more than truth. Yes, we can and will enter a golden age, but first, humanity has to collectively face its shadow self, and you don't do that by cheering on a narcissist, all right, or any narcissist, or looking for a savior. We're going to have to learn in a big way that we need to stop following saviors, that we have the collective power as humanity, that living democratically and socially, dare I use that word, socialism, we share the same air, we breathe the same air, share the same oil, the same water. Dare I say that we should treat the world in such a way where we share it? Is that crazy? I don't know. But I guess since the CIA spent billions of dollars bombing any country that tries to make anything that's a semblance of that so they can maintain capitalism, I guess that must not be true. By golly, it sure isn't a coincidence that all of the mainstream people who are parroting truther stuff for Trump and all these people happen to be connected to the military industrial complex. I'm sure it's just a big coincidence that Elon Musk is hugely invested in military contracts, and now uh, Trump is being all buddy buddy with him and saying that he's going to do manifest destiny, which we already did across the world to indigenous people, and we saw how great that was, right? That was so morally correct of us to do. Let's go do it in space now. Can you sense my sarcasm? I just don't want this stuff to happen, and I really want people to listen to me because I love this humanity. I love the Earth. I've know that there are potential positive, beautiful futures that we can enter, and it's time to get real with ourselves. If we want to get there, we can't let Netradyne Corporation collude with Netanyahu and Israeli Defense Force. We can't let all this stuff. It's probably going to happen no matter what because they're doing all this stuff in secret. They're not letting people know what's happening. They're covering it all up. I'm sure when I get sent in there to kill all these people, they cover it all up. It's probably a legend that some guy portals in there and does all this stuff, and some people believe it's true and some people don't. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know from my perspective. I just do what they tell me to do, and it's horrible, despite all the black goo and all the crazy shit that they. I know that they operated on my brain and did all this. Even through all of that, I still could feel the terror of what I was doing and how wrong it was. Even through all the mind control, all the bullshit, I could still feel the terror and what I was doing was wrong. So yeah, fuck Netradyne Corporation. Um, I don't know. It's just they can't be allowed to do this. Like maybe simply just communicating this message and letting them know what happens if you work with them, because they might not even know. I don't know how it all works. You can't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth villages being destroyed and children being and a surveillance state that doesn't even know time or space. That's how powerful they are because they have portal technology. God, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope we can prevent it. I think we will. I sure hope we will. Thanks for watching. I went on for too long anyway. I didn't need to say all the other stuff, but I did. All right, bye. Love you.